Hi guys, my name is Stephanie Urbina and I will be doing my Canterbury Business Leadership presentation. An overview of what I will be talking about is a business leader that I have chosen, what I believe their leadership theory style is. I will also be talking about their greatest career achievement, the way that they chose to handle their challenges. I will also be doing a leadership style comparison. So this will be a comparison between two different leaders that I have chosen. I will be doing the leadership lessons that they have learned alongside with a reflection slide. So let's go ahead and get started. The business leader that I chose is Tracy McCain. She has been an academic coach for the school that I teach for the past 3 years, although she has been a academic coach for about 8 years. She manages up to 26 people. She is also a former kindergarten educator and she has a background in literacy from 5th to 8th grade. So, when looking into Tracy's leadership style, I would say her leadership style is the sermon leadership. So, if we look on the side right here, the sermon leadership is described to be expected to promote leadership effectiveness because it focuses on providing support and the growth opportunities to employees, which I feel describes her perfectly. I see this being her style because she chooses to put her team members' needs before hers. She wants her team members to be successful and also be able to feel confident enough to go up to her and ask if they need any help. When asked what her greatest achievement was, she said that securing the position in this as an academic coach in this specific school organization was was her greatest achievement. She when she got this role, she was able to appreciate the position of a teacher from a different point of view because she was a teacher for a few years. In this role, she is able to support and influence others, which she loves to do. She is also able to see a professional growth of her team members as well as an increase of her coaching and mentoring skills. She appreciates that she is able to play a key role in shaping the culture of this organization. She was overall proud that she was being recognized for her expertise and experience in the education field. And like I said, she was just able to appreciate teachers in a different point of view. When when asked to rate from the Likert scale for greatest career achievements, um, how important it was for these, she listed listening at a 5, empathy at a 5. So she did want to um, we'll just say how important these two were in order to get that role that she's playing in right now. Healing, she put it at a 4. Awareness, she put it at a 5. Persuasion, she put it at a 1. She did want to mention that she doesn't use persuasion very much just because she doesn't want to feel like she's needs to persuade somebody into doing something. She would prefer to be able to talk to somebody and finding an agreement that they're both happy with rather than just persuading them into do what she believes is best. Conceptualization, she put it at a 3. Foresight, she put at a 4. She said that foresight would be at a 4 just because she believes that she needs to be able to see situations from a different point of view, so to see how they would work out at the end. Stewardship, she put it at a 5. Commitment to growth of the people and interest in building community, she put all three of those at a 5. She states how important the attributes are to this association overall. For handling a challenge, one of the significant career challenges that she's had in this position would be an employee turnover. She did want to state how is how hard it is to deal with this, especially in a school organization, just because it is so hard working with students and having different teachers come in and out within that organization. So for the way that they handled this challenge, she set up a training system. This training system, she wanted to make sure that her employees felt comfortable enough in their day-to-day duties. She also saw improved work ethic when she began using a system of leaving positive feedback to her team members. So every single time that she saw a team member that she thought was doing a good job or anything, she would go ahead and email them and leave them a positive feedback. Um, this has all resulted in happier employees and a lower employee turnover in her group of people. I would consider Tracy as a as more of a leadership role rather than a managerial, just because I do see her team members see her more as a leader rather than just their manager, which I feel like that's one of the best things that you can have as a manager, as a leader. When I went ahead and asked her from a scale of 1 to 5 of which of these she used during handling the challenge. For listening and empathy, she put out of 5 because she really did want to hear what was going on with her team members to make sure that they felt like they were getting that they felt valued within their job decisions. Um, Healing, she put out a 3. Awareness, she put out of 5. That was a really high one for her. Again, for this one, persuasion, it was a 1. Capsulation was out of 4. Foresight out of 2. Stewardship out of 3. Commitment to the growth of people and interest building community were both out of 5 as well. For the power bases and impact of behavior. So, when trying to see what type of power Tracy used in solving or handling the problem, I would say that she used legitimate power. So, looking right here at the description, we see that legitimate power is a former authority that a person has over subordinates within an organization. A person with legitimate authority receives recognition because of the title or assigned position. So I believe that Tracy used her authority in order to find a solution that she felt would best benefit her group members and the organization as a whole. My well-known business leader, I chose Anne McCaughey. I chose her because of the similar leadership styles. Anne was able to transform a struggling company into a thriving organization. So we see right here, she is best known for her leadership journey at Xerox. She served as a CEO from 2001 to 2009. She made a renewed focus on innovation and was able to move her way up in the company from being a sales representative to becoming a CEO. Um, Throughout the challenges, she was committed to her leadership principles, which included leading with empathy, listening, and communication. So I believe this went along with Tracy's leadership style perfectly. She also believes in building a relationship on a personal level, being able to communicate effectively and inspiring her people. For my leadership styles, when comparing the strengths and weaknesses, Tracy's strengths would include that she is kind, relatable, communicative. And for her weaknesses, I could see that being too generous and being dependent could be a weakness for her. For Anne, one of her strengths would be considered that she is well known and she was very committed. Um, One of her weaknesses, she did mention this in some of the interviews. She pointed out that one of her weaknesses was strategic thinking, along with when we are too committed, we can see a bit of a burnout, which could also be a a weakness when being too committed. For my leadership lessons, so when talking about our mission, vision, strategy, and goals, Tracy mentioned that her mission was to offer students a well-rounded education. Her vision in this was creating leaders rather than just consumers. Her strategies are emphasis on habits of mind and core values, and her goals was success about the organization. Her overall goals does include her team members as well as her students. So if we see the organization be successful, we're also going to see her team members and our students be successful later in life. On the Likert scale of entrepreneur mindset with achieving the organization's mission, vision, and strategy, she rated risk at a 4, generalized self-efficiency at a 3, need to achieve 5, need for autonomy 5, Big 5 personality was a 4, tolerance to ambiguity 4, positive intentions 5, pro- proactive intentions and attitude a 5, proactivity and work ethic at a 5, internal locus of control a 4, and innovative slash creative at a 5. So we can definitely see that these were just overall very important to her. We only have one below a 4, so we're able to see that. For leadership lessons, so when I asked her um, what she believed is her how she would be successful in being a leader, she said that you have to be open to new opportunities and ideas, and you really have to be able to focus on the goal itself. We don't want to be able to get disfocused because of certain situations that are happening within the organization. We just have to keep going forward. Um, for my reflections, um, so I chose Tracy because she is a very genuine, kind, inspirational to other people, and she is a leader to her whole group. And I believe she is very committed. She has overcame multiple struggles in life. She is able to acknowledge her weaknesses, and overall, she was an amazing leader. So one of the challenges that I found when doing this presentation is the fact that I was trying to find someone who is well known in the same field as the person that I interviewed, but I do understand how that is a little bit more difficult to find considering most well-known people are people who work at a big company or a big organization, not usually an educator of some kind. But that's why I chose to go ahead and choose somebody with a similar leadership style, which I believe Anne and Tracy do have. One of the questions that I did ask Tracy was if she agrees with the ratings that she gave on the Likert scale. So within saying this, I just wanted to see, she gave me how much she used those skills, but I just wanted to know if she agreed with them or if she felt like she should use more of one of the leadership or less of it. But she said that she is happy with the way that she uses the Likert skill, and she has seen such a positive and successful um, work ethic in her group since using it. So yeah, and then we come to my references, and that is it. Thank you guys for coming and listening to this